Hi everyone, welcome to today's cooking class. My name is Jen Laurie. I am an executive director with Epicure and I've been with Epicure for 11 years and I could not imagine using any other products in my kitchen because it makes everything taste good. It makes it quick and easy to make, and it is also very, very healthy for us because it doesn't have all the additives and preservatives and the high sodium and sugar and hydrogenated oils and MSG and all the things that I don't want to be consuming. So it just makes it a really easy, healthy choice for us, and it's also budget friendly, which is fantastic. So what I'm going to be sharing with you today is our stylish Sunday dinner. Stylish Sunday dinner. This is one of our new menu plans. So we have a whole bunch of meal plans that come with grocery lists and all the recipes you need to go with it. But we also have menu plans for specific spreads coming right out of our amazing catalog. If you are interested in getting your hands on a paper catalog, please comment down below so that I can be in touch with you and send you one. If you want an online link, let me know. I can send you an online link. But what I love about this catalog is the fact that there's these meal spreads, which is one of the things I'm doing today. And this one really, really stood out to me. It looks so, so delicious. So I knew I had to share it with everyone else. So I'm going to be making it for my family so that you can see how easy it is to put together. So this can be found right on my website. This is the menu plan, and the 3 Epicure products in particular for these recipes that we're going to be using is the rosemary garlic, the Italian seasoning, and the bruschetta mix. And I'm also going to be adding in a couple extras that I'm just going to talk about along the way. But we're going to be making sheet pan rosemary garlic cranberry chicken. Sounds amazing, right? Italian mashed potatoes and bruschetta green beans. So very, very seasonal for the fall, and so I thought this would be a great one to share with you during this fall season. So this is just a fantastic comfort food type meal that you could make on Sunday night or any night of the week, in fact. So quick and easy to make. All of the grocery list is right there, so it's really easy to tack it onto your grocery list for the week so that you know what you need for it. It's a very small grocery list. It's a basic. I love that Epicure is just always uses just basic pantry items, fresh ingredients, so you're not having to seek out these random things that you just never know if you're going to use again. It's just quick, easy recipes that are wholesome and taste delicious and are nutritionally balanced. So we're going to start with the sheet pan rosemary chicken. So I've got some chicken thighs. These are bone in with skin on. You could do boneless, skinless if you want. I'm just following exactly as the recipe is so that you can see how it is, but definitely you can customize it if there's something that you would prefer instead. You could even do it with chicken breast. That would be fine too. So we've got my chicken here. I've got the oven preheated to 425. I'm going to go ahead and season it with the rosemary garlic. So I'm just going to do a little drizzle of avocado oil on here. I'm just going to do a little drizzle on each of these. You don't need a lot because it's going to stick regardless. And then I'm going to grab my rosemary garlic seasoning. I'm going to sprinkle it. Actually, I'm going to have to use my hands on this one because I don't have a brush handy. But I'm just going to give the oil a little rub across the top and sprinkle it on. And I'm using our quarter sheet pan. So we have full sheet pans and quarter sheet pans. They're amazing. What I love about them is they are higher quality, so they're not going, when you have it in the oven under high heat, it's not going to pop and bend and misshapen. It holds its form, it stays its shape. It's that higher quality pan that we're usually looking for. And we also carry the silicone liners, which means no more parchment paper that's just going to be expensive and wasteful. You can reuse these silicone mats over and over and over. All of Epicure silicone goes in the oven up to 425. so it's going to be perfect. So now I'm just going to sprinkle some, these are frozen cranberries. They're the easiest to find. Of course, fresh are available seasonal, frozen are available year-round. So you can make this year-round. If you aren't able to get fresh ones, you can use frozen cranberries. It works fine. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to tuck some orange slices in there too. So the recipe says that you can use orange or lemon. I thought that orange would taste really good with the cranberry. So I'm just using half an orange. And I'm just going to tuck the orange pieces on the pan in the little empty spaces. And then I'm going to pop it in the oven. Super easy, super fast. I'm going to just pop that in the oven. Okay. Now, the one thing I did ahead, because you didn't need me to sit and watch me stand here, is I got my potatoes ready early. So how do I cook my potatoes? I use our silicone steamers. Why do I use our silicone steamers? I don't have to worry about boil over because you don't actually add any water in here. It uses the water molecules in the potato to cook the potato and steam it. So it's truly steamed potatoes. You're not losing anything. And it's so fast and easy. I don't have to babysit it on the stove. I can imagine doing it any other way. You get the perfect texture with it. So I have both smallish to medium potatoes. I have 6 of them in here, and I just cut them up into chunks. So I didn't even peel the potato. I just washed it, cleaned them up, and then chopped them all up. It was super easy to do. I popped them in the steamer. I put it in the microwave for 10 minutes, and then it's done. So fast. So what I'm going to be adding to this is I'm going to be using, the recipe says to add milk or broth. I'm going to add broth because I think it's going to taste really delicious. So I've got half a cup of water sitting here, because how do you make broth? You actually just add our soup broths into water. It's that simple. So I'm going to add that in there. What I love about our soup broths is A, they're delicious, B, they're super low in sodium. So for 1 cup of prepared broth, it is only 85 milligrams of sodium, and this is for our Nourish broth. So our Nourish broth is a chicken broth. So for a chicken broth, it's 85 milligrams of sodium, less than 100 milligrams of sodium per cup. It's amazing. It's hard to find anything that tastes good that has that low sodium. And what I love additionally, so the third piece that I love about our broths is that it has nutritional yeast in it. Nutritional yeast gives you a boost of B vitamins. So upwards of, let's see, the highest one is 83% of your B vitamins for your daily required B vitamins, and 41% zinc. So zinc is an antioxidant, super good for you, and it is in our broths. So it is not normally in soup broths, it is in Epicure's broth. So I love and highly recommend our broths. And so I'm going to just dump this right into the potatoes here. I'm also going to dump 2 tablespoons of butter. You could use a dairy alternative if you don't want to, if you wanted to keep this vegan or dairy-free in particular. Someone in your family can't have dairy, you absolutely could just go ahead and use a dairy-free butter. And then we're going to add the Italian seasoning. So we're going to add 1 tablespoon using our 4-in-1 spice spoon. I love that it fits right in the jar, so it's super easy to measure out. All of my measurements with this spice spoon are all on 1 spoon. So I have a tablespoon, teaspoon, half teaspoon, quarter teaspoon, all in one. So I'm not hunting for it in my drawer. So now I'm using the meat separator as a potato masher. It actually makes an amazing potato masher. So I have actually gotten rid of my potato masher. I had a traditional potato masher that was kind of one of those ones that always got stuck on something when you were opening and closing the drawer. It was super frustrating. I was so happy to get rid of it when I discovered that this mashes potatoes as good, if not better, than my traditional potato masher. So this is our meat separator, and it can be used to separate ground meat, but I also use it when I'm making chicken fajitas in my steamer. I also use it to break up the meat into smaller pieces for that as well. And I also use it when I make guacamole. I can use it to mash up the guacamole. I even use it for the Epicure biscuits as like a pastry cutter, and it works really good as a pastry cutter as well. So I tried that out, and that worked really well too. So that is a little tip for you if you like multi-purpose tools and having less in your kitchen rather than more. This is a great tool to have. So that's how easy it is to make up my potatoes here. So remember, I just cut it up, I put it in the microwave for 10 minutes, and now it's ready. I'm gonna put the lid on to keep them a bit warm. I'm gonna pop, I should have put these in there first, but I got sidetracked there. But I'm gonna put these green beans, I've got fresh green beans in here. I'm gonna put them in the microwave for 7 minutes. So now I'm going to chop up some tomatoes. So I am getting ready to make the bruschetta green beans. So we're gonna be using the bruschetta seasoning, some sea salt, and some oil. And I've got my tomatoes here. So my beans are in the steamer. I'm gonna chop up these fresh tomatoes. So I'm just gonna dice these fresh tomatoes up using our ceramic knife. Our ceramic knife is super, super sharp. So it slices through tomatoes really easily. You'll see it's not even serrated. It slices right through without it even being serrated. It's sharper than steel and cuts through these soft fruits and vegetables so easily without mashing them and squishing them. So it's my favorite knife. I actually have 3 of them in my kitchen that I use all the time because I just love it. It's the perfect size for multi-purpose, and so I use it all the time. You can see that. Move that aside there for you so you can see. So it cuts really easily. And chop these tomatoes up. So great for also making salsas. You can make fresh salsa using Epicure. And this knife is great to cut through your tomatoes to make fresh salsa as well. Okay. It's kind of a weird shaped tomato there. These are fresh garden tomatoes, homegrown tomatoes. So if you got a yellow one, I'm gonna throw a yellow one in there. And our chicken, I'm gonna have our chicken ready to show you in just a moment, same as when the beans come out. So the green beans say to just give them a stir halfway through. So I'm just gonna take a look and see our timer here. So in half a minute, I'm gonna give it a stir. But let's see what else we're gonna do here. We're gonna add a tablespoon of bruschetta seasoning. So I'm using the bruschetta seasoning here. I'm going to, again, dive that tablespoon right in there. Oh, this smells so fresh, so good. Okay, put that right in there. Again, if you're looking to reduce your sodium and that sort of thing, Epicure is the way to go. No sodium in most of the seasonings. And then what I'm going to put in there is I need sodium. I'm going to, actually I make up a chili garlic sea salt using our plain sea salt and our chili flakes and garlic. So I add our chili flakes and garlic to regular plain sea salt to make a chili garlic sea salt. It's my absolute favorite. So I'm going to add that in there. You can also add pepper if pepper is your thing. Pepper is not my thing, so I'm going to leave it out. And then all we need is a tablespoon of oil. I'm going to add a tablespoon of oil here. Give that a stir. Just to give it a stir halfway through. So I'm just going to give this a quick stir. And then I'm going to pop that in. It's got 3 minutes to go, and then our uh-oh, I cleared it. Wrong button. Then I'm going to have this meal all put together. So you see how fast and easy it came together. No fancy skills required, which makes it so everybody can do it. Okay. So my bruschetta tomatoes are all here, and I'm going to be able to just kind of toss that with my beans, and then they're going to be done. I've got my potatoes already done, and I'm going to pull my chicken out now. So the chicken takes a little bit longer to cook because there's bone in it. So I put, of course, because I also have a large family, I don't know if I mentioned it at the beginning, but I have 4 teenage kids, so they're going to eat definitely more than a quarter sheet pan. So I got one started ahead of time so that I'd be able to pull it out and show you. So this, normally Epicure's recipes are all raw to ready in 20 minutes or less. This Sunday dinner one, it's a tad bit longer. It's a whole half hour if you can handle that. It's a whole half hour, and I didn't want this video to take too long, so I prepared ahead so that I could pull one pan out and it would be ready in time to show you. So I've got this pan ready to go, so you can see what it looks like when it's all ready. So delicious, amazing meal. We've got our green beans are going to come out just a short couple of seconds here. I'm going to stir those up. This is our sauté spoon. It's going to work great for a serving spoon in the potatoes. It's also going to make a great serving spoon. You need to have 2 of these. It's going to make a great serving spoon for our green beans as well. Our bruschetta green bean recipe. All right. So bruschetta green beans coming up. So I've got, it's a little hot. So make sure you hold the handles when you take it off because it'll be hot everywhere else. So that is all done. Now what I'm going to do is I just dump this in here. So it's just to dump it in there. I'm going to give it a little stir. Just kind of stir it around a bit. I'm going to show you what it looks like. So here is our bruschetta green bean recipe. Of course, I've got some yellow and green beans in there. So we've got our green beans, we've got our rosemary, garlic, cranberry chicken, and then I've got some Italian mashed potatoes. So fast, so easy. If you are interested in, if you're going through the catalog and you find that you have a ton of products that you want to get into your pantry, please reach out to me. I'd love to get you a free shopping spree just for inviting your friends and family to come check it out alongside you. As well, if you think that you might be interested in potentially looking into the opportunity to be part of our team, come join our team. We're having lots of fun, and we get to make money cooking for our family. It's great, and we get to inspire others around us to eat well and be healthy and live great lives. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you have an amazing day, and I hope to hear from you soon.